In today's video, I'm going to be giving you 8 ways to romanticize fall or what's left of it, and basically just tips to try and avoid seasonal depression. So don't mind the background. I'm washing my bed sheets right now, so that's why it's kind of a mess. And I also just washed my hair, so it's not like fully dried and it's kind of crazy, so just ignore both of those things. So without further ado, let's get started. So I'm going to be posting this video, I'm pretty sure, the first day of November, so you still have like a full month to make sure you get the most out of fall for this year. So my first tip is to decorate your space. I already decorated mine. I showed it in my preparing for fall, I think, video. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's on there. I don't really decorate a lot for fall because I'm more of a Christmas person, but just adding little touches makes your whole room or apartment like a whole new vibe, and it's kind of refreshing to have that. You don't have to buy like brand new decorations every single year. You can go and thrift some, especially fall decorations. I feel like there's so many of them in thrift stores. You can DIY them. There's so many DIYs on like Pinterest, TikTok, all of that. And yeah, it kind of just helps to reset your vibe in your living space, and it's kind of motivating to function, study, whatever you do in your living space when it's like renewed. Tip number 2 is to try new hobbies. This obviously isn't like only for fall, but I feel like with fall there is not like much to do besides study, work, and you're kind of in like a slow mode as far as like activities and social life, especially because you're just coming off of summer. So it's like the perfect time to figure out new hobbies or continue hobbies that you've stopped doing. And this can be literally anything. It can be knitting, you can do crochet, those adult coloring books that are super cute, you can do scrapbooking. One of my favorite things to do is my nails. They're not done at the moment because I've had no time to do them, but I am planning on doing them like this weekend. I learned how to do it during quarantine, but it's pretty easy like once you get the hang of it. I just watched tutorials on YouTube and TikTok, and it's also a lot less expensive to buy all this stuff and do your nails than to pay like 70 bucks every time you go and get your nails done. You can also pick up some more reading. More and more people are like starting to read now, or it's becoming like more of a trend, so more people are starting to do it. But if you haven't, starting to read is a really fun thing to do, and just kind of figuring out what types of book you like to read is also kind of fun. I like more of like sci-fi's, like Hunger Game-ish types of book. Right now I'm reading the Harry Potter books, so it's not really like that, but I really like the Red Queen series. I think there's 5 books in it, and it is so good. It's kind of a mix between like Hunger Games and Harry Potter almost. It's kind of hard to describe, but they're so freaking good. You can also make like jewelry, like bracelets, earrings, all that stuff. So there's so many things you can pick up and develop like new skills during fall. The next thing you can do to romanticize your fall is to try to make new drinks. It's such an easy way to romanticize fall, and it's pretty like easy to do. It's like an easy thing to fit in your schedule and to romanticize every day differently, because you can make like a new drink every day. But there's so many recipes on like TikTok of like Starbucks drink to make at home, or just really fun like variations of a latte. Yeah, there's so many things to do. It's fun, and then it kind of motivates you to start your day on a good note. And I feel like during fall you really need to appreciate the little things because they can just affect your day so much. So yeah, that was tip number 3. Tip number 4 is to plan activities in advance. So what I mean by that is to like schedule them a couple weeks before, or at least a couple days, and that's kind of force you to enjoy the season instead of waiting until the day of to book your stuff or to reach out to friends to do it with you. And having them planned kind of forces you to actually do the activities, and once you're doing them you'll be like grateful you're doing it. But yeah, it's kind of a way to make sure that you're enjoying fall. And there's so many cute things you can do during the fall. You can do apple picking, even though I feel like in November it's a bit late-ish to do apple picking. You can go to pumpkin patches, you can go to like a ceramic cafe type of thing, paint pumpkins. There's so many cute activities to do with friends or family, and also planning those things with family or friends forces you even more to do those things because it'll like hold you accountable to actually follow up with it. That's one of the things that I struggled with the most personally, but I've been doing this for this fall, for this year, and it's really helped me to get out of the house more instead of just study all day, which I also study all day, but I try to make sure that I at least have like one activity that gets me out of the house styles every single week. Tip number 5 is to refresh your electronics. I talk a lot about like refreshing your environment and like kind of changing the vibe of your environment, but if you're a student or if you work on your computer, refreshing your electronics can be just as important because that is part of your environment, if you know what I mean. It can literally just be to like change your wallpaper or change the icons of your like desktop folders. You can add like widgets and like declutter all your files. You can make your own like wallpapers by going on Canva and getting like cute pictures on Pinterest. It kind of helps you also to be excited for the season as well. Tip number 6 is to watch fall shows and movies. That is pretty self-explanatory, but I do feel like it's a good way to kind of romanticize your season. So my personal favorites for fall are like Gilmore Girls, Harry Potter, Friends, Gossip Girl, Stranger Things I really like. Pretty Little Liars also is very fall to me. I don't know why, but yeah, I really like to watch Pretty Little Liars. Just kind of any shows or movies that feel like fall to you. The next tip is to explore fall fashion trends. Fall outfits are so fun to put together. Like, I don't know why, but wearing sweaters kind of makes your whole outfit on its own. So kind of exploring with different colors or different types of sweaters. Yeah, seeing what the trends are for that year and kind of trying to adapt your style to it or to like the trends you like yourself. You can also just get inspiration from like your favorite celebrities or influencers and stuff. I like Hailey Bieber. I like Princess Diana. Inspo pictures on Pinterest are like top tier. Kendall Jenner has cute outfits. You can also just play around with nail designs. Like I said, if you learn to do your own nails, you can just play around with them a lot more and not have to pay every single time you want to get them done. Also, I feel like when you dress nice and you take the time to put yourself together, you're way more motivated and kind of productive that day. So the last tip that I have is to cook and bake new things. I feel like making soups for me is like the ideal full meal, but I also make a lot of desserts or baking. You don't have to be like good at it, you know what I mean? There are so many recipes on TikTok that are like easy, don't take too much time, and don't take a lot of skill to do, because I am not the best cook or the best baker at all, but I'm pretty good at following a recipe. So that's kind of all you need to be good at. You can also make healthy versions of desserts you really like, 'cause there's also a lot of those on TikTok, so that could be a good idea. You can like make meals or desserts that you haven't had in a really long time. There's so many things that you can try or redo that you haven't done in a long time, so I feel like that's one of the best. I feel like that's one of the best ways to enjoy fall as well. So those are all of my tips to romanticize fall this year. Let me know if you want one for winter, because winter is coming up. And yeah, I hope this video helped you to romanticize your fall season as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.